in the first game of a back-to-back. How much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Anthony Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. And the Raptors with possession. Acted quickly. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Barrett for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
That's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations were slow and sometimes not even there at all.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Hurdle, the pass to Ingram. Barnes outside. Just 5 on the clock. Hurdle sets the pick for Barnes. From deep. Nailed from three-point land.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. Barnes finding a way to beat them right before the shot clock expires.
Now here's Randall. He's coming off the 19-point game against Memphis. So the wing on the left. Gobert finds Randall. Gobert with a screen on Barnes. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And the big man from France, Gobert, a menace around the rim.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. We have to guard him with the numbers. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's Purtle, following the basket by Julius Randle. Here's Barrett, and he makes that one.
Well, Barrett has a lot of physical gifts. He is a wing who is not bothered by taking it inside.
And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
Now Barnes. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range. In the corner, it's Ingram. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
Edwards against Barrett. Randall outside. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Barnes outside. For three, Ingram. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
If Ingram gets a good look from out there, he will not hesitate.
For three, Barrett. Another miss for him, now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Steps back and shoots. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
It took a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Ingram outside. A three from Quickly. Minnesota with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series. And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And the Raptors with the ball after the basket by Minnesota. Here's Ingram. Great touch on the 16-footer. Ingram's got 7.
Well, that's a beautiful mid-range jumper that time by Ingram. Totally under control.
Now DiVincenzo. Still without a basket. Outside Edwards. From past the arc. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. It's stolen by Edwards. McDaniels outside. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the shot goes in. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, boy, is he dialed in. Perfect from the field this period.
Edwards against Barrett. Handle a screen on Barrett. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Warriors. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And when you look at the Timberwolves, they've done a great job of just staying in their lane, following their game plan and remaining as consistent as anyone, which can be encouraging moving forward. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Oh, here's Edwards. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Let's see some of the numbers here for Scotty Barnes.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now here's Ingram. He's got now. And the by Barnes.
Really good positioning there from Barnes as the roll man. He set a solid screen, and then he found his spot.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, with a window of opportunity opening in the East, the Raptors are trying to make inroads. After acquiring Brandon Ingram last season, he's finally out of the bubble wrap and providing that offensive punch that this team has needed. The goal is clear. Ingram said it himself. They're looking to get back into the playoffs in Toronto.
Love that confidence. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Here's quickly after the basket by Minnesota. And here's Ingram from the arc. It's hauled in by Edwards. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Ingram. Edwards from deep three-point territory. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. Ingram attacking. And slammed up by Ingram.
Look at those long strides. Ingram eating up ground in a hurry.
Here is Edwards. He has 6. To DiVincenzo. Off target from three-point range. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. And here's Barrett. Defended by DiVincenzo.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Edwards looking it over. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And Gobert kicks to DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
from right side. Shoots over McDaniel. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Now here's Gobert. He's got 6. Here's Randall. Out to Edwards. Fires the 3. Edwards with another miss.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up. So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You got to love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Brooks comes in for McDaniel. And Bones Island subbed in for Edwards. Here's Shed. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Puts it up from 12. He gets that one. And the Raptors lead by 2.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Randall. Rebound by the Raptors. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. That'll pass it to Mamu Kelishvili. Here's Shed. He's defended by Highland with the fadeaway. And it's Shed missing.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
And Randall throws it down.
With or without the ball, Randall moves so well for a big.
There's 25 seconds left in the first. Here's Shed. And he converts the layup. Shed's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Island with it. No scoring in this one. Pass to Reed. That will count. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, great awareness on his part.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Here's Battle. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Dick passes to Battle. Here's Dick. Puts up a 3. Reed with the rebound. Toronto grabs the miss. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And, you know, you have to feel terrible about how that thing turned out. I mean, the game was really going about as expected until they just gave up that huge surge there late in the game, totally lost momentum, and ended up losing that.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Hasn't made one yet. No one near Randall as he lets it go. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Pass to Dick. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First game foul.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Carries it from three-point range. Dick's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Picked by Randall. Dinwiddie dishes to Randall, and Randall throws it down.
And this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
Raptors trail by 4. To the paint. And that one's good. Mamu Kelishvili has got his first points of the game. Randall outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Randall, a screen on Dick. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And that is a big man rumbling downhill. Randall is an excellent pick and roll partner.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Can't get it to fall. Here's Reed. Misses from close range.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Brandon Ingram. R.J. Barrett.
Timberwolves on defense. 4-point game. Barrett against DiVincenzo. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 6 points.
Well, you got to hit Barrett harder than that if you want to stop him from scoring. That's light work for him.
You know, Tim, we see a lot of talented wings in this NBA. Where does R.J. Barrett separate himself?
Well, he's very difficult when he puts it on the deck, Kevin. He's got some moves, and he's got an array of finishes, both the layup package, or he can pound it on your head.
And it's Ingram missing. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Randall no good. And so quickly we'll bring it up for Toronto. Trailing by 2. That gives them the lead. He's got 14.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Randall. He's got 15. Dinwiddie trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Toronto's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's quickly. Brooks grabs the board. Timberwolves have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all total. Randall is screen on quickly. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Randall with the bucket. Here's Murray Boyd. He has yet to score. Out to Barrett. In the hoop for his fourth field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with him.
Here now is Dinwiddie. Brooks outside. Just 5 to shoot. And they pick up 2. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Now here's Ingram. Last time out he had 14 points. And it's Mamu Kelishvili missing. Brooks against Ingram. Randall with a screen for Brooks. Outside, Reed fires from deep. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Here's Ingram. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Another bucket that time by Ingram. He is going off, looking to attack every time he catches the ball.
Now here's Dinwiddie. His last outing he had 8 points. DiVincenzo finds Dinwiddie. Barrett against DiVincenzo. And the wide open shot from Reed. Offline with his 3. The Raptors with the lead. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Edwards in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Well, he is such a unique player when we talk about Brandon Ingram. 6'8", an elite scorer. He can initiate offense with the pass. He just does a lot of different things to help you win.
Pulls up on the wing. No good that time. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. From the high post. Edwards, no good. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
Well, once he takes flight, Barnes can really make some adjustments in the air.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected cam. Now, here's Dinwiddie. Still scoreless.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he's good on the first of 3.
An already legendary trash talker and fiery competitor. Edwards' hunger to win and be an all-time great is admirable.
And he makes all 3.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Quickly against Dinwiddie. Quickly the pass to Purdy. And here's Barrett. Takes it off the glass. Barrett's got 10 points in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Barrett against Edwards. Pass to Brooks. From downtown, Barnes grabs the miss. Toronto leading by 3. Now here is Pirtle. He's off on that one. Nice D from Brooks. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. To the inside. Out to Brooks. Here's the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Barrett. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barrett's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Minnesota making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dinwiddie. Oh, here's Edwards. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And he really hurt them at the free throw line.
And I like that. Edwards comes off the pick, keeps his options open, and then just makes the right move.
Outside, Barrett. Puts the move on. And another basket for Toronto.
Really in sync offensively right now. He is turning it up a notch.
Edwards against Barrett. McDaniels outside. Launches it. Toronto grabs the miss. Barrett's got his 5th rebound in this one. Quickly the pass to Pirtle. Here's Barrett. That's the free fly. Gobert pulls it in. Ingram with the steal. Inside. Here's Barrett. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 5. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Edwards kicks to Reed. Misses the 3.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Quickly the bounce pass. McDaniels against Ingram. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota shooting a pretty cool 37% from the floor in the second. Not what they're looking for.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times.
Now, here's quickly. Scoreless thus far. Barrett, wide open, he fires. Oh, good on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 3. Now Edwards. He's got 11. Edwards at full speed, and Edwards slams it in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And that'll do it for the first. And we thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
In the Eastern Conference, Darius Garland.
Yeah, Garland's been fantastic. You see his skill and instincts.
Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
But you want the truth? I've seen...
Thanks for spending halftime with...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with him. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's quickly in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Gobert with a screen on Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. Tips it up, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got 10 points.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Back to you.
He can lock it down. Okay, Allie, thanks. Ingram outside. Raptors moving the ball around. Quickly, a screen on Reed. Barnes passes to Quickly. The 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And having starred in a 6-man role in New York, Tim Emmanuel quickly has been handed the keys in Toronto.
Well, he certainly has, Kevin, and he's got the contract to match it. You talk about confidence and determination to prove yourself. That sums up quickly.
Pass to Barrett. And the basket good. A nice shot that time. 16 points for R.J. Barrett.
And you don't see many mid-range shots from Barrett. He'd much rather take shots from beyond the arc or at the rim.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Pirtle. Quickly looking it over. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Pirtle.
Yeah, and that's his bread and butter right there. That's where Pirtle wants to operate, right there in the paint in front of the rim.
Back to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. To the middle. And finished off by Gobert.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Raptors. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Minnesota making some changes. Randall comes in for Naz Reid. And Brooks subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Barnes. 7 points in the game. Pass to Quickly. And here is Ingram. Back to Barnes for the 3. And again, no good by Toronto. Minnesota leading by 4. Gobert the pass to Randall. McDaniels on the wing. Randall down low. Barrett covering.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Toronto's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Now here's Barnes. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. With the step back. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Raptors trail by 8. It's stolen by Edwards. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And that game against Portland, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Pirtle kicks to Barrett. Gobert with the block.
Man, Gobert's reach is essentially inescapable. He can swat any attempt away in the paint.
And it's quickly missing. Minnesota leading by 10. Deep 2 from Brooks. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's quickly. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Really smart work that time by Quickly. He knows how to draw that whistle.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
Here's Randall. Randall is screen on quickly. And here's Edwards from the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. Barrett's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Barnes outside. 3 from quickly. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Down low, here's Ingram. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Ingram's got 19 points.
And this is what Ingram can do for you. Make a variety of shots over the course of a game. Tonight, he has been unstoppable.
Here's McDaniels. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. McDaniels got his 2nd bucket of the night.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Pass to Pirtle. Now here's Ingram. Over Brooks. Reed with the rebound. McDaniels on the wing. Barrett covering. Now Reed from outside the arc. No good on the shot. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play. They got there first.
Brady Diggs checked in for Brandon Ingram. McDaniels outside. Reed with a screen for McDaniel. Shoots over Dick. Drills the elbow jumper. McDaniels got the lead up to 11 now for Minnesota.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
And you see the edge Parent plays with attacking the rim with bad intentions.
Here's Randall, and Barnes sends it back. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game. Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And they trust quickly more and more to make good decisions with the ball in his hands. Right there, that's an excellent find.
Randall against Barnes. Pass to Edwards. Five on the clock. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got his fifth rebound right now in the game. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. The 11-footer. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Randall. And Barnes sends it back.
And Barnes is showing you he is more than a capable defender.
Pass to Dick. Jacks up a three. Rebound, Minnesota. Edwards with it. 20 points for him. Reed with a screen on quickly. Here's Edwards. Edwards at the rim.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Pass to Barrett. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. Barrett's got 7 points for the quarter.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
A shake. And it's laid in by Randall.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
And it's Barnes at the elbow. Back to quickly. Barnes screen on Edwards. And it's Barnes snapping it down.
And quickly continues his improvement as a playmaker. Great use of the pick and roll right there.
Here is Edwards. 22 points for him. McDaniels outside. Shoots over Dick. Shot by McDaniels. No good. They play the clock right. They go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And there's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Timberwolves. On defense, the Timberwolves. They're leading by 8. Pass to Shed. Here's Battle. To the inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
Randall surveying the D. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Randall's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Now through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Timberwolves on top, leading by 10. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And so here's Toronto. It's a 10-point game. On the court for Minnesota, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Randall. The edge Beringer in at the center position.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Dinwiddie. Randall outside. And there's the drive. And Randall throws it down.
And on the drive, Randall gets a ton of momentum, and that turns into airtime for the slam.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Got a hand on it. They get it back. And that one's good. Mamu Pelishvili. Minnesota leading by 8. And here's Randall. Here's Beringer. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
First team foul. Shooting for Minnesota.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Shed. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. No good from the wing. Now, Dinwiddie. And it's Brooks in the corner. Takes the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Mamu Pelishvili has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Mamu Pelishvili has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Dinwiddie outside. Over in the corner, Randall. And that one drops. Randall's got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, an underrated ball handler. Randall can beat you off the dribble. He keeps pressure on the defense.
Pass to Mamu Pelishvili. Dinwiddie outside. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. There's the screen. 3-pointer. They get it back. 3-pointer, Randall. A 3-pointer is right on target. And now a 12-point Minnesota lead.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Mamu Pelishvili passes to Dick. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at it?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist in this one.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen. Well, he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
Dinwiddie outside. Randall left side. The 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Shed. Inside. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Timberwolves leading by 13. Now here's DiVincenzo. Brooks with it. Pass to Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal sweep.
That's two really unproductive trips in a row ending in turnover. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
DiVincenzo finds Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go with a 3. Barnes grabs the miss.
Well, despite this lead, he hasn't found the sweet spot yet. It's been mostly sour action.
It's still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Here's Ingram. Basket good. Ingram's got 21 in the game.
Yeah, Ingram that time managing to play big inside. He used his length to his advantage.
Here now is Dinwiddie. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
It's just not his night from the 3. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Ingram.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to be... if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Be louder than every person in your section. Get it started. It's that simple. Let's hear it, man.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Back to Barnes. Reed with the defensive effort.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniels. Jacks up a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ingram's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Barnes can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 13. Here is Edwards. Gobert, the screen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on R.J. Barrett.
What you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And Edwards drops them both. Toronto, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Hurdle sets the pick for Barrett. And the Raptors miss again.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
McDaniels passes to Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
To the paint, here's Pirtle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
If you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors trail by 15. Barnes kicks to Barrett. Ingram outside. Off target with his three. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Reed. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barnes has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now, quickly. Barnes outside. Barrett with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Fires from deep. Barrett, no good. Timberwolves leading by 15. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on quickly. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
Rudy is so used to fighting inside. This guy will do whatever it takes.
Here's Barrett. The 3 doesn't go.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
It's Edwards on the wing. Covered by Barnes.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
Ball's knocked loose. Barrett. And the shot goes in.
But he has just completely taken over this game. R.J. Barrett putting up numbers.
Edwards against Barrett. McDaniels outside. Now Edwards. Reed with a screen on Barrett. Oh, what a finish.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
Barrett outside. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Now Pirtle. Strong move off the glass.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Outside Edwards. Now Reed. And the layup is off.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Timberwolves.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he was all over the place out there, creating turnovers. Quick hands, quick feet, nothing was getting past him.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
The
first one falls.
Shooting for Minnesota.
And both free throws good for Highland. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for Toronto. Now Barnes shoots the 3. 3. Good.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
There's 38 seconds left in the game. Highland against Quickly. Off the glass.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
Ingram, 16-footer drops in. One-handed. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And now our player of the game, Anthony Edwards. you